Hello and welcome to the Swamps. Today we're going to be doing a tarot reading on what people are gossiping about you. Before we get started, I would just like to remind my viewers to please not shoot the messenger. This is what people are saying about you, not what I am saying about you. Also, I will be... when I do this reading, I'm going to tell you what people are saying about you and based on what they are saying about you, I'm going to give you a more accurate perception, like a more spirit-based perception, if that makes sense, on what they are trying to talk about you. So for example, if they're saying you're cheating on tests, maybe you're just actually really good at taking tests. So I'll just give you the reality of it versus what they're saying. I'm going to try to do that too. So let's get started. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. All right. Hello, pile number 1. This is your tarot reading for what people are gossiping about you. You chose the red jasper. It's a very nice piece. Looks like clay. So there's that. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with your oracles, and then we'll get into what the tarot has to say. I got a lot of cards for this one, so hopefully they will all fit. Okay, let me see how that looks. Okay, got a lot of cards today, a lot of oracles. So, all right, let's get started. Your first card is the zebra. Your next card is bully. The light attributes are highlights your tendency to intimidate. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I just woke up. Intimidate others. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Shadow attribute conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. And then we have affection with sorrel. And then we have ocean jasper with schedule yourself in. And our last oracle is caution with Virgo and Mercury in the 6th house. Okay, so we've got a lot of interesting messages here. I have a couple different messages. So for some of you, people are saying that you are really rough on yourself, that you don't give yourself enough affection, that you don't pay enough attention to yourself, that you in fact bully yourself. I would almost go as far to say with this bully card coming out, I feel like this is something that you are just not aware of. I feel like maybe, let's say, for example, you forget something. You forget to bring something to a party or something like that. Your friends see that you're beating yourself up for it, and they're talking about that. Now, for others of you, this could mean as well, or just for, there could be two separate groups of people here we're talking about. This could be you as well, or this could be a different group of people that this might not apply to you. So for others, this means that the way that you're affectionate can come across a little bit mean. I've known people who sort of are playfully mean, and I can be sometimes playfully mean, and it almost seems like people are not as into it as you are, if that is the case for this group. I'm leaning towards more, though, that this is somebody who's hard on themselves. And the reason that is because we have affection coming out, and we also have schedule yourself in coming out, as well as this zebra card. Now, this zebra card is interesting to me. It kind of called out to me in this reading, saying that you're a unique person. You're a very unique person, but you tend to view that aspect of yourself in a negative light. You want to be like everybody else. And what I have to say about that is that that's natural. That is totally natural. There is a, what's the word I'm looking for? A standard that we are all held up to as a society. And naturally, the unique people will feel ashamed for being unique and not meeting the standard exactly as it is. However, what I will tell you is that unique people are important. Unique perspectives, even more so, are important. I just heard unique beauty. So perhaps for this group, you might be beating yourself up based on how you look. And if that is the case, then I would just like to say that, again, kind of what I was saying before, our society has a standard of beauty. It has standards for a lot of things, but also beauty. If you feel like you don't meet that standard, that does not at all mean that you're ugly. That's like if this zebra was upset that it's not a horse. In my opinion, and this might be a bit controversial, zebras are cooler than horses. they're like cool wild horses. So like, you know, you might not meet the beauty standard that is out there, but you might not need to. You might be beautiful in your own way. And to be honest with you, I personally believe that that's better. Being beautiful in a unique way is so much better than being boring beautiful. Like, let's call it that in this reading. You're not boring beautiful, and for whatever reason, you've been beating yourself up about that, and people in your life see that, and they're talking about that. Honestly, I was thinking I was gonna have to like explain their perspective and like explain the reality of things, but I don't feel like I do need to. I feel like your friends are sort of looking out for you here in this reading. I feel like it's your friends talking about this, potentially family, and they're just worried that you're not giving yourself enough affection, that you're bullying yourself, that you're not scheduling yourself in, that you're not cautious with how you speak to yourself. That is where this caution card is coming from. This caution card is coming out because you need to be careful with how you speak to yourself. When you call yourself ugly, when you call yourself not good enough, that stuff sinks in even more so than if somebody else said it. And I know that's hard to believe. Sometimes it feels worse when other people say it. And that's, you know, sometimes it is, depending on who it is. But like, if it's like, okay, think about it this way. If you're saying this about yourself versus like some stranger on the internet saying this about you, what's going to weigh more on your soul, basically? That was very dramatic, sorry. What's going to weigh more on you? Is it going to be the person that you don't know, who's probably a loser, let's be honest, or is it going to be yourself, who you hear all the time? It's going to be you. So essentially, I feel like this group, people are saying that you're very hard on yourself, that you bully yourself, and that you don't like need to be honest. Like what I said, it's just like, you're not boring beautiful, you're unique beautiful. There's more to you. You're not just like a boring brown horse. You've got all these beautiful stripes. You know, and I'm sorry that you don't see that, you know, and that's like the worst of it. Some of the most beautiful people, I swear to God, do not realize that they're beautiful. And we're talking physical beauty as well as internal beauty. Some of the most beautiful souls don't even realize how amazing they are. And I feel like that's you. I feel like you don't really realize that you are a unique beauty. You are a unique person. And for whatever reason, because, you know, you're just hard on yourself. And you know what? This Virgo coming out, I'm going to let you in on something. My mom's a Virgo, and she's very self-critical. And I feel like that's just this whole thing. that's this whole reading. You're a very self-critical person, and that's why this Virgo placement is coming out, and people are saying that about you. And to be honest, I think that you've come across this reading so that I can tell you that you're a beautiful person. You might not see it yourself, but you absolutely are. Let's get into your cards. Oh my God. The Seven of Swords came out. You totally don't see it. You don't see how actually beautiful you are. Let's see the next one. And the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I think that you are, whenever you do see that you're beautiful, you almost get defensive. You'll like see, you know, the we'll call it the boring brown horse beauty, okay? You'll see that, and because you don't meet that exact beauty, you just don't see your own beauty, which is unfortunate because, like I said, once again, I'm going to repeat this because it's important. You're cooler than a horse. You're cooler than the average person. You're cooler than average beauty here, okay? You're more beautiful than that. And I think that the people talking about you, the people gossiping, if you will, about this, are basically like kind of concerned about you. Like, they want you to be able to see your beauty. They want you to, for some of you, they want you to schedule time in to be more affectionate for yourself. I feel like that's what these two cards are trying to say. So I'm going to quickly pull some charms. All right. Wow. Okay. Yeah, with this elephant charm coming out, this is just a reminder to be easy on yourself, to have empathy for yourself, because elephants are super empathetic. So try to have empathy for yourself here. You might not be, you know, the standard of beauty, but, you know, the standard of beauty is always changing. Whatever that might mean. It could mean even like, you know, like socially or like morally even, believe it or not, which, you know, have your own opinion on that. And then this we have the owl coming out. And for me, in this particular reading, usually this stands for wisdom for me. But for this one, I feel like this is like a growth, believe it or not. This is like you growing into a different understanding of yourself. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some time to really like, this is like, oh, I almost dropped my camera again. I did that once before. Oh my God. Sorry. All right, we're back, kind of. So this charm for me in this reading means that you're to move into a different direction with how you treat yourself. Try to steer yourself, let me say that with this here. Try to steer yourself away from this negative self-talk. Try to steer yourself away from beating yourself up. I feel like this guy is like beating these railroad nails. That is, you know, that's you to yourself, kind of. I feel like that's why that card is coming out. So try to go easy on that. I'm going to try to fix my camera here. Okay. All right, so that's all I'm really getting for this reading. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you return to the swamps for another tarot reading. If you wish to support my channel, please subscribe. And I just want to give another quick message to this group. You are beautiful, even if you don't see it. So we are going to move on to the next pile now. Sorry, I almost dropped my camera again. Wow. No one talks about how the tripods are really difficult to deal with, and I just want to say that. So hopefully no one is seeing this, but with my luck, somebody will. Hello, pile number 2. This is your tarot reading for what people are gossiping about you. You chose the blue apatite. I'm not sure how to say it. Just seems weird calling a stone apatite. But anyway, I think this one's really cool because of the shape of it. It's a really cool stone. Sorry about that. All right, let's get into this and let's hope I don't drop my camera again because I keep doing that. So we've got a lot of oracle cards today. That's what we're going to get into first. And let's see what people are gossiping about you. All right, your first card is the Otter. Your next card is Mother. Light attributes, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Shadow attributes, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. And then your next card is, come on. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, I'm trying to use like the other card to pick it up. Oh, okay, I feel like this group has their hands full. All right, the next card is Healing with Geranium and Aries and the number 37. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. All right. And the next card is Rose Quartz with Open Your Heart. And our last oracle card is Empathy with the Moon in Pisces in the 12th house. Okay, so interesting. So I feel like what people are saying about you, and this isn't even really that bad. This is like, you know, the last pile got like a concern, like people are talking about them in a concerned way, and I feel like this is you too. People are concerned about you, and I think it's because you're overworking yourself. I think that this is my mother's. These are my mothers who watch my channel. I think you are overworking yourself, and people are saying that you need to heal. You need to take time out. And contrary to what this card actually says, Rose Quartz is like a very healing crystal, and I think it's interesting that we have 2 pink colors coming out as well. I feel, and on top of that, we have Pisces, which I feel like is a very healing sign. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like they're very involved with healing, a lot of Pisces. Maybe you are a Pisces too. Interesting that we also have another water element coming out with this otters. The otter has like the water element. So basically what I'm getting here is that this is someone who's kind of worn out, and people are talking about that. Potentially you have your hands full, might have multiple kids that you're taking care of. That could be something, and it could just be very exhausting. I'm actually getting a really exhausted energy from this group. I feel like whoever is watching this is like overloaded, is what I just heard. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it just sort of is what happens in life. I just saw the wheel card. It's kind of like the wheel. You know, you might be full of energy at the top of the wheel, but when you hit the bottom of the wheel, you're out of energy. It's just life, basically. I think people around you are just noticing that you're a bit exhausted, to be honest with you. And that you, like, some people are saying that you need to, like, what's the word? Rejuvenate sort of came to mind. Like, I feel like some people are saying, like, you need to go to a spa. People are saying, like, it's really, to be honest, I thought I was going to have to, like, give people, like, the reality perspective versus what people are saying. But I feel like people, so far, for the readings that I've done, have actually been pretty, like, honest, to be honest with you. I feel like they've been viewing things a little honestly. I'm getting sort of an exhausted energy from this group. So I feel as though people are saying that you need to take a rest or you need time off. Perhaps it's even your partner if you have children with them. Maybe they're even, I don't want to promise this to you, but they could even be planning to give you some time off, or planning to, like, have, like, a mom day, you know, where they're just sort of, like, you know, bringing you breakfast in bed and, you know, doing chores for you kind of thing. That could also be what that is. But I'm mainly picking up on people saying that you need to rest, that you need to take a break is something that I just heard. I really do feel like, and if you're not a mother, this could be referring to, so for people who aren't mothers, this could be referring to the fact that you might have, like, a project that you view as your baby that you've been exhausting yourself with. So if you're not a mom, this could have to do with, like, a project. And if that is the case, then I think people are just saying that you're overworking yourself with this project, essentially. I mean, there's really not much to say here. I feel like with this empathy card coming out, I feel like that's the energy that these people are coming at you with. They're coming at you with empathy. They're not trying to, like, gossip about you. They're not, like, trying to, like, speak trash about you. Necessarily, yeah. Yeah, that cough sort of confirms it. These people are coming at you with empathy, and that's why they're trying to say that you need time to heal. You need time to recuperate. I don't know if that word makes sense in this context. I hope it does. But you need time to, like, recover. That's the word that I really wanted to say, is recover. People are saying that you need to recover from whatever this is. For some of you, this could be actually a financial situation. You might need time to financially recover from something. The main thing I'm getting from the oracle cards here is that you need to recover. We've got the 10 of Swords. Yeah, you have your hands full. They are full. And then you have the 4 of Swords, the card of rest. Like I'm saying, people are saying that you need to rest. People are saying that you are overloaded. People are saying that, you know, I honestly think they're coming from a place of concern. So I really hope this doesn't come across as offensive to any of you. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. The last group was also coming from a place of concern, and I'm kind of shocked by that. I feel as though, you know, you guys got some good friends. I will say that. My viewers have some really good friends, because they're not really talking behind your guys' back. They're more so, like, not in the conventional way. They're more so, like, genuinely concerned about you, and they don't want to, like, approach you in a way that would make you feel attacked, or in a way that would make you feel like you're, like in an intervention is sort of what I was, like, picturing. They don't want to make you feel like that, so that's why they haven't just, like, come forward and said that. Some of them may have actually said this to you, to be honest, but I'm not totally 100% on that. So, for some of you that have not been said anything to, they're just afraid of, like, overcrowding you and like making this energy worse, even just making you feel even more stressed out than you already are. Let's pull some charms. Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, you guys need a nice night's rest. I'm going to say that right now confidently with these two moons coming out. You need a nice night's rest. You need to take a break here. And I'm so sorry if that's hard for you. I kind of just got, like, I just saw the sign of Virgo for some of you, which is the Virgin, which is the mom sign in my opinion. My mom's Virgo, so I kind of view that as the mom sign. So basically, you need to take a break. You need to take some rest. People around you are noticing that. And I think you're just a workaholic, whether this is, you know, family or if this is a project. You're putting a lot of energy into this. And to be honest with you, I just heard time management. So maybe you need to like manage your time and schedule a little bit better, or just like rethink it a little bit. This is sort of a weird message, but I got like meditation out of this cross, to be honest with you. And you know what? With these two together, I think that's what it was. They were next to each other. With these two together, I sort of got meditation. You know, meditate if you need to. I feel like my viewers are big into meditation because that comes out a lot in a lot of my readings. So meditate if you need to. That might help you like recover, to be honest. That's all I'm really getting from this reading. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you return to the swamps again for another tarot reading. Please subscribe to my channel if you wish to support me. And once again, thank you. Also, please take a nap. Oh, I just heard, if you're still watching, I just heard burnt out. Looking at these two cards, I heard burnt out. So I feel like this is my burnt out group. And it's the year 2022, and I do not blame you. Do not at all blame you for being burnt out. Hello, pile number 3. This is your tarot reading for what people are gossiping about you. You chose the Dragon Blood Stone. It's a really cool stone. I really wish my camera would focus in on it. Oh, thank you. And it did, finally. So, all right. So let's do your oracles first, and then we'll get into your tarot, as per usual. Sorry, I just want to make it look nice. I'm trying to do better with that. Okay, so your first card is Crocodile. Your next card is Destroyer. Light attributes are releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. Shadow attributes are intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Okay, good. This one came up easy. Your next card is 2, communication with P and Pisces. Your next card is Aragonite, release your emotional baggage. And your last card is Domination with Sagittarius and Mars in the 9th house. Okay. Wow. With the dragon's blood coming out and the crocodile coming out, I think that's really cool. So let me just take a second here to let this sink in real quick. Okay. People are gossiping, if you will, about you. And this is the only group, I just want to say, this is the only group that I'm going to have to give 2 perspectives for. But anyway, people are saying that you are very cutthroat. People are saying that you're like a very dominating person. I feel like this has to do with like the workforce for some of you. Sorry, that car threw me off. This has to do with like how you approach working. I just heard climbing the ladder particularly. So for some of you, I think that it can come across as though you are like, I heard throwing people under the bus even. But to be honest with you, I feel like that particular message, the throwing people under the bus, I feel like that came from somebody who is like not doing their job, and like you maybe pointed it out or something like that. Something like that. I don't know if that might not be the exact situation, but I feel like that same energy, if that makes sense. So essentially for this group, I feel as though people are saying that you're very cutthroat, that you're willing to throw people under the bus, that you're talking behind people's backs. For some people, they're saying that like this is like I just heard like who hurt you. And I just want to say that that's their perspective, and I'm going to give you the perspective that I'm getting here. And the perspective that I'm getting here is that you are, I don't want to use the word cutthroat because they're using that. I don't want to use the same phrase, but you are kind of cutthroat. You are very, no, I just got a better word. You're very ambitious. You're a very ambitious person. And this is coming across to others as cutthroat, even though you're just trying to move up in the world. I feel as though people are intimidated by you, and that's why they're saying all these things about you. And perhaps they're intimidated and scared that you're going to move up above them, and so they're trying to gossip about you. I'm really getting that this is coming from the workplace, to be honest with you. It might not for all of you, but I feel like for a lot of you, this has to do with at work. So like if you're trying to move up in your job and you're really like, ambitious, I guess, like if you're really ambitious and trying to move forward from your job, people see this. And I think that some people are really unbothered by that, and I want to make that very clear. But then you have other people who are just threatened by it, to be honest. And that's who's coming out in this reading, is that there's people that are very threatened by your ambition. And honestly, I just heard there's no reason to be threatened by your ambition. Like, you doing well isn't going to stop them from doing well. And for whatever reason, they don't see that. Perhaps they're just very jealous of your ambition, and that's where this is all coming from. Ambition is not something that everybody has. I can attest to that. I am not a super ambitious person when it comes to working in the work environment, basically. I remember I was at my one job, and basically it came that time of the year where they sat us down and were telling us if they're going to give us a raise or not. And I was told that I wasn't getting a raise because I wasn't really I wasn't getting any money taken away from me or anything crazy like that. But I wasn't getting a raise because I wasn't excellent, basically. And I was just kind of like, all right, because I'm not very ambitious when it comes to that stuff. But I feel like you're the type of person that if you did get offered a raise, or not even that, you would ask for a raise. You wouldn't get offered, you would ask, because you're very ambitious and you're very, what is the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it right now. I'm so sorry. Assertive. There we go. Sorry, I just needed a second. You're very assertive. Let's get into your tarot. We've got the Eight of Wands. Yes, this is that ambition. This is that ambition. They see that you're ambitious and they're threatened by that. I mean, there's not much else to say about it. They're threatened by your ambition. And then we've got the Knight of Swords. Yes, very cutthroat. They're saying that you're cutthroat. I feel like this is basically these are the two realities of it. This is how they're perceiving you, and this is the reality. So essentially, you're ambitious and they're perceiving it as cutthroat. And that's what they're saying. They're telling people that you're cutthroat. That I really hope for your sake that if this is, sorry, if this is in a work environment, that they are not telling a higher up this. But to be honest with you, depending on what work environment this is, if they do tell a higher up that might be showing weakness on their end, and it might just not look good on their end. They might be shooting themselves in the foot, so to speak. So honestly, I would like to just say to this group, people are perceiving you as cutthroat when in reality, you are just very ambitious. We're going to pull some charms real quick, and that'll be that. Okay. Yeah, I feel like these three, actually these four, what the heck? All of your charms to me our ambition. They're all growing, they're all transforming, they're all moving up in the world. Like a leaf has to grow, coral has to grow, a rose has to grow, and on top of that, this butterfly has to go through metamorphosis. And I feel like that's all you. You're trying to go through that metamorphosis. You're trying to blossom as a flower. You know, you're trying to move up in the world. And for whatever reason, there's people threatened by this. And I'm just going to say it right now, they're insecure and they're taking that out on you. And that's really just what it is. That's all I'm really getting for this reading. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you return to the swamps again for another tarot reading. If you wish to support my channel, please subscribe. And once again, thank you. All right, just want to say a quick thank you to all the people who recently subscribed to me and all the people that have been subscribed to me. Thank you so much. Anyone that's been watching my channel, thank you, honestly. There's really not much else to say. I really appreciate everyone who's been watching my videos, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Yeah, there's nothing much more to say. I'll probably be posting another video next Tuesday. I might start posting videos on Fridays and Tuesdays, but we'll see with how my schedule works out for that. So once again, thank you, and I hope you found this video helpful.